నమస్కారం. ప్రస్తుత పరిణామాల్లో రాజకీయాలకి సరైన నిర్వచనం ఏంటంటే తమిళనాడు పాలిటిక్స్ అని ఎవరైనా చెప్తారు. ఎంతో ఉత్కంఠత, అనిశ్చితి ఎప్పుడు నెలకొన్న ఈ తరుణంలో అసలు రాజకీయాలు ఏ రోజు ఏ మలుపు తిరుగుతున్నాయో ఎవరూ చెప్పలేం. అలాంటిది మీ ముందు మన ఎన్ఆర్ఐల మనోభావాలు ఆ తమిళనాడు రాజకీయాలపై ఎంతవరకు ప్రభావం చూపుతున్నాయి, వాళ్ళ ఒపీనియన్స్ ఏంటి తెలుసుకునే చిన్న ప్రయత్నంతో కొంచెం నీరు కొంచెం నిప్పు కార్యక్రమానికి స్వాగతం చెప్తున్నాం. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఇక్కడ డాలస్ లో తమిళియన్ గ్రూప్ తో ఉన్నాము.
My name is Arun Kumar. I'm from Coimbatore, but I live in Dallas, Texas. Right?
Muniraj, I'm from Madurai, living in Dallas.
I'm Kannan Srinivasan. I used to live in Chennai. I'm currently in Frisco.
I'm Nambi Gurusamy. I'm from Coimbatore. I live in Dallas now.
I'm Nandakumar Vadivel. I'm from Erode, but I live in Dallas now.
I'm K.S. Velayudham from Paramativelur, live in Dallas.
We thank everybody of your presence over here. తమిళనాడు రాజకీయ పరిస్థితి ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతం ఎలా ఉంది అని కనుక్కుంటున్నాం. ప్లీజ్.
The government should be elected by the people because people are selecting who is their best leader and they have to govern the people. But right now, because of the unfortunate loss of Jayalalitha, so now people are struggling and the current government is not elected by the people. So the real problem is the politicians are trying to make use of this opportunity towards their benefit, not for people's benefit.
ఎందుకు అనుకుంటున్నారు అలా?
Because in the Tamil Nadu politicians history, the leaders drive the major factor for any politics. So when they elected as chief of the government, whatever the policy they come up, they decide is going to be the government policy. And people voted for Jayalalitha, and now the people didn't vote for the current chief minister or whatever the chief minister, whoever they've selected. They've selected for their benefit because they have 4.5 years of the period, so they're focusing on that and they're trying to use that time frame. So people are not unhappy about the leaders.
So the Palaniswamy is also from the Jayalalitha group, right?
Yes.
So why do you think that are you having a personal grudge on Palaniswamy?
No, I'm not against Palaniswamy. But again, if you want to rule somebody, people want to know who you are. What is your background? What is your previous history? They should know everything. Maybe he is from Salem. The people, few people in and around Salem can know about it, but not the entire Tamil Nadu people. That is the real problem now.
Whatever he's saying right now. So do you agree with it?
No, I partially agree. The reason is, if you look at Jayalalitha, yes, as a leader, she's been the charisma for ADMK. But if you look at the cabinet ministers, the remaining people were all voted along with Jayalalitha. Probably we might not accept Palaniswamy as a leader. Probably that could be some controversies. But this set of people were elected by the people, and it's not like something, they all came after the demise of Jayalalitha. So that's where I feel we need to have proper checks and balances. How we can make sure that we bring in a proper leader from the elected set of people rather than by some set of influenced people who are being given a verdict by the Supreme Government, and this guy is coming from that kind of a backing. So that's where the whole issue is coming up. So I'm kind of partially agreeing to what he's saying, but these are the set of people who were elected along with the charisma of Jayalalitha.
తమిళనాడు ప్రజల చేత ఎన్నుకోబడిన నేత జయలలిత. ఇప్పుడు జయలలిత లేరు కాబట్టి ఆ జయలలిత నియమించుకున్న మంత్రుల్లో ఒకరిని పెట్టారు కాబట్టి అది ఒకంత వరకు కరెక్ట్ అని ఒక వర్గం వారు చెప్తున్నారు. సో వాట్స్ యువర్ ఒపీనియన్ ఆన్ ఇట్?
People elected MLA, but based on the Jayalalitha's charismatic, that's I agree with them. But when they decide for the voting for the choosing the chief minister, they are not listening to the their constituency, the people's opinion from the constituency. They are making the MLAs are making their own decision, and they are choosing the wrong chief minister for their own benefit, because it looks like a lot of money exchanges or trading happened for the past 10 days. So they are not. It's not people's will they are voting for. That is MLA's will. They are choosing somebody which people didn't like it.
So in your view, whom should be the chief minister right now in this position?
Right now in this position, my opinion is that the governor has to dissolve the current government and after 6 months or 1 year later, they have to go for the fresh election. Let the people decide who they want to elect.
How do you think about it? Is it correct, the implementing the governor rule?
People elected ADMK government for next 5 years. So if Jayalalitha died, I mean, party dissolved the party government. I mean, somebody has to step in from the party, and they MLA selected another guy, whether it is OPS or Edapadiyar. So somebody is coming, and we have to give little chances for them to groom. I mean, Edapadi Palaniswamy was a minister, so he knows some governance, and he can do that. I mean.
And how can you say there is somebody can come down, because people elected Jayalalitha. So what's your comment on it?
Yeah, they elected Jayalalitha, but again, party, it's a democratic party. They chose another second level leader. So now he's coming up and he's going to rule for ADMK.
So do you agree with it, sir?
No, I don't agree at all, because it is right now both the Jayalalitha and the so-called temporary General Secretary Sasikala both are convicted by the Supreme Court of India. This is the highest court of India who convicted them, and I personally feel those two are convicted people who are directly leading this government. The whole government setup itself is illegal, and I personally feel the government should call for the fresh trust vote, because as you all seen, we are all concerned about the MLAs were hijacked, kidnapped, and there are so many things and so many rumors that went on. They are not coming with their own independent thinking.
Wait a minute, you said it's a rumor. So do you believe a rumor?
No, it is not at all a rumor. It is also a part of the rumor where even the media is speculating. Media is also saying this one. So when the MLAs were being, almost in prison for 10 days, and they go with a one particular leadership, it is absolutely ridiculous for a convicted person who is indirectly appointing somebody as a chief minister, and it has become a proxy chief minister or a proxy government of Sasikala who is in jail. So this particular government should be completely dissolved and over the period of time. And currently this government, after the trust vote, this government will not stay for more than 3 months. There will be a kind of a circus will happen. For next 6-9 months, there will be, you can see, couple of more chief ministers will come from their own party.
And why do you predict it?
Because the reason is there are heavyweights in the AIDMK, like a Sengotian, and few other heavyweights leaders are there. They are not going to sit and watch that their own colleague, yesterday's colleague, was the chief minister today. It's supposed to be the chief minister should go to them first of all, because they are the senior most of the party.
And personally, I'm asking, why can't a colleague can be a CM?
No, it could be, because in a politics, the seniority and experience is most valuable. And first of all, it is going to be more like, the person is a teacher-student kind of relationship. Sengotian is the senior most, and Palaniswamy was a junior, and Sengotian was a mentor to Palaniswamy. So in the context to that, you don't like the student is suddenly become a boss. See, it is a question of the power of chief ministership. It is the sky is the limit for the power. So in the context to that, it's an illegal government, and there will be a few more circus going to happen. And there will be one more trust vote will going to be called for.
ప్రస్తుత పరిస్థితుల్లో ఎన్నుకోబడ్డ పళనిస్వామి ప్రజాస్వామ్యంగా ఎన్నుకోలేదు. ఆయనకన్నా ఎక్కువ మంది సీనియర్ లీడర్లు ఉన్నారని అభిప్రాయపడుతున్నారు. So let's go on to this say. So do you agree with this comment, sir?
I agree with his comments, because there are two factions now. One is Palaniswamy and one is OPS claiming for chief ministership. And after the verdict, Supreme Court's verdict, they both claim that Palaniswamy's faction claimed that we are going to rule this state with the advice of Sasikala, and we reinstate Amma's rule. That means they're going to follow both the convicted person's way to run this state. So whoever is elected as a chief minister at this current situation are going to follow the two convicted persons' ideologies or whatever policies. So my personal opinion is this floor has to be dissolved, and Tamil Nadu has to go for a new election and elect new candidates. That will pave a better path and future for Tamil Nadu.
ప్రస్తుత పరిస్థితుల్లో ఈ ప్రభుత్వం అనేది చాలా కన్ఫ్యూజన్తో ఏర్పడిందనేది నిర్వివాదాంశం అని చాలా మంది అభిప్రాయపడుతున్నారు. కానీ ఇదే ప్రభుత్వం సరైన ప్రభుత్వం అని కొంతమంది అభిప్రాయపడుతున్నారు. మరి వాళ్ళ అభిప్రాయాలు ఎలా పంచుకుంటున్నారో మనం కూడా తెలుసుకుందాం. సో యూ జస్ట్ గో అహెడ్.
See, I will not agree with what he said. Okay, I mean, the reason is the people have elected this government. Edapadi Palaniswamy or Sengotian, whoever it is, right? They are not convicted. They are not been opposed by any supreme government. It's what only the Jayalalitha and Sasikala. Okay, they are all using that leader's name just to make sure they don't lose the trust in the people. because the people have voted for Jayalalitha. You cannot go and say the next day, oh, because Supreme Court told, okay, I mean, I'm going to take away the stand of my position. So they are trying to make people convinced that I will be able to run the government. Give me a chance. Like what my friend told me, we have to give them a chance. But just because the opposition went, the opposition didn't even make an attempt to conduct that particular vote of confidence, right? They just went there, they took the seat of speaker. Did they allow even to perform that?
That is not the question here. The question at this point of time is, you don't respect an opposition. There is no assembly, there is no Lok Sabha, there is no Rajya Sabha or any other democracy in the world.
Okay.
When there is no respect for the opposition, you cannot even pass a bill, you cannot get the...
No, it's not about bill, right? It's about vote of confidence.
Exactly. Vote of confidence.
Let him speak.
Vote of confidence is the most highest part of make sure that the speaker respect both the community, both the ruling as well as opposition.
Correct.
You remove the opposition from the assembly and conveniently electing. That is not at all a
democracy.
No,
but they didn't throw them out just because they came in, right? They didn't even sit in their place. They didn't allow the speaker to perform that.
Right? When Stalin...
Okay. No, 1 second. Now the point is, the opposition voting went well. Do you feel that?
No, opposition was ejected out.
No, but they were not ejected. They actually used this opportunity to make sure that central government or somebody will dissolve this government. So they did not even allow the particular vote of confidence to even happen.
For any political party, they want to use this opportunity. It is not like a non-profit organization where they are waiting to sit and watch. Every single opportunity will be used. For every political party, their ultimate idea is to make sure how far they can capture the power, how far they can come and rule the government.
Correct. But the opposition party. So end of the day, when you are doing this whole thing in the assembly, you are burning everybody's tax money, right? So the opposition party is using this as an opportunity. So how good they are?
See, the voting has happened. Either it's like direct voting. So do you think this voting, the voting, whatever happened, is perfectly good or bad?
See, the voting might have happened in a different way. Probably like what Kannan was saying, it might not have happened in the proper way. But the opposition didn't even allow the floor to conduct a smooth...
No. It is before they tried 3 hours to convince the opposition. They tried 3 hours to convince
then why did
speaker. Because they didn't even give an opportunity for opposition. All they asked is a secret voting. So their real heart will come out. I will tell you this. So if they don't have a freedom of expression, then what is the matter? When you voted, you have a freedom of expression. It is not showed on the television. Not everybody is seeing you. Then the people who are representing close to more than 50,000 people of their constituency, when they are voting it, why it is exposed to everyone?
Okay, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, already they have an MLAs. They backed a lot of MLAs. That is true, right?
Yes.
They have the MLA.
But there is no case against anything that's been filed by their family.
It's evident that why Jayalalitha removed all the Sasikala family members other than Sasikala from the DMK, right? Dinagar, who came yesterday, now he is the assistant.
So let me ask you this question, right?
So then what is the respect they are giving to the founders' rules and regulations? That is
not like that.
Why that rule is there.
They don't even respect their own party rules and regulations. Correct. And how are they going to respect the country's laws and rules? That's the question.
That is what our thought is. That is the reason why we are opposing.
The party is being chosen by the people.
Exactly.
Right now, the party.
I agree with that. The party is being chosen by the people, but the party is run by the family behind the party.
That is the reason why we are opposing. If it is an elected party, if there is a real selection process, this procedure is there, then that is very clear vote. They didn't have a open election for general secretary of. As soon as OPS came out, Pannirselvam came out and exposed the force, then that is exposed. Then you cannot say that is not exposed. Now Election Commission has given a notice to Sasikala asking for an explanation.
And another thing is, in AIADMK, there is no second line leaders. Only Jayalalitha, she is the only leader there. She has not projected anybody, or she has not let anybody to get projected. Suddenly, she identified only OPS because he is the trustworthy person in all the in the party for her, and
not necessarily trustworthy, also talented.
Also talented, but she has never brought anybody other than OPS into the limelight or picture.
How come Palaniswamy can be ruling the government
Why not?
without the choice of the people?
See, okay,
People are
okay,
protesting
no, wait,
Yeah.
guys. Let's go back to our constitution and the laws, how it's been done, right?
Okay.
MLAs select the CM. Period. End of story.
Right.
The people's job is to elect the MLAs. There ends the story.
You said that there is no freedom to elect the people, elect the persons, elect the CM. So now, how can you say that MLAs have been bribed or something
Yeah.
like that?
Yes.
What is the evidence you have?
Like OPS, let us take.
Guys,
Yeah.
He never had all those people within his control. He let all the people go out. All OPS ask is, let your MLAs go to their people, talk to them and make informed decision. That is the only
That is
request
okay.
he gave.
So
A convicted
Mike,
person,
Mike.
after the conviction, she showed a true color that she appointed her own nephew as a deputy general secretary.
Who is thrown out by Jayalalitha.
Make sure,
Wait, guys.
make sure
Okay.
this gentleman or this man
Okay.
will report everything about the governing to the jail. So it is going to be jail Rajya
Okay, wait.
at this point of time. See, as far as the AIDMK bylaws is concerned, whatever the experts who are speaking in the television or in advocates and lawyers, everybody, the bylaw says there is no general secretary appointed by their own second line leaders. It has to be go for the election. Only the grassroots workers has to select this general secretary. And this particular case has gone already to the EC, and EC has already sent the notice to Sasikala to answer for this one. So the leadership is going to be in turmoil. And then before she going to, even after the conviction by Supreme Court, she appointed again illegally her own nephew as a deputy general secretary to control the party. And the general secretary post for any political party is the most powerful position, where they are the one who can put somebody or remove somebody, and with the whims and fancies.
These rules and regulations is formed by MGR because of when he was in DMK, because of this family thing going on, he got separated from DMK and started this AMDMK. He doesn't want the same thing to be happening in AMDMK. That's why he formed all these rules. Clearly formed these rules. It has to be so democratic in this own party. So he formed these rules in such a way. All the members of this AIDMK party has to elect in an election.
he clearly said it's a temporary general secretary. So be it. Then it means a temporary general secretary cannot appoint anybody.
Yes. Till the next election, he doesn't have any temporary general secretary doesn't have any power to remove or alter any positions till permanent secretary, general secretary is selected. That's a clear rule. They cannot remove anybody or add anybody to any post. They can just manage the party as it is.
కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ లో ఎన్ని రూల్స్ ఉన్నా ఎలా ఉన్నా ప్రజాస్వామ్య పద్ధతిలో మాత్రం ఎన్నిక జరగలేదనేది చాలా మంది కామెంట్. సో అలా కాదు, కరెక్ట్ గా ప్రజాస్వామ్య పద్ధతిలోనే జరిగింది. ప్రజలచే ఎన్నుకోబడిన జయలలితకు సంబంధించిన మంత్రుల్లో ఒకళ్ళని తీసుకొని కూర్చోబెట్టారు కాబట్టి దీనిలో తప్పు లేదని ఇంకొకరు కామెంట్. ప్రస్తుత తమిళ పాలిటిక్స్ ఎలా ఉన్నాయి, వాటి ప్రభావం వీళ్ళ మీద ఎంతవరకు ఉందని. నౌ మై క్వశ్చన్ ఇస్ టు యూ. See, 30 years back when Jayalalitha's government issue has come, the same scenario has happened. So what do you comment on it?
30 years ago, the problem is like she was going. I mean, she went back to the assembly. That's time, but they pulled her all her saree. I mean, it's kind of very dirty. I mean, they didn't treat her as a woman in the same thing. Just now, I mean, that is the reason it was very chaotic. People are undisciplined and they're very rude to her. That's the revenge she took. She came back as a CM in 91, re-elected as a Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu in a majority of the way.
When you ask about Jayalalitha's coming and Sasikala or whoever is coming now, all people are asking now. They have to go back to people and get the vote, something like Jayalalitha did. But here now we have family. It's kind of this. Everybody says the mafia. It's a family is trying to control. That's what everybody is opposing.
Even it can be 3 months or 6 months. As I said, this could be going to be a circus for some time. But the Tamil Nadu people will bring back the right government at right time. We will have a very good leader to govern the state in very futuristic in few months or year time.
In present scenario, the Palaniswamy is not the right leader for you?
At this point of time, unfortunately, he has been elected and selected by. He has not been elected. I will say he is selected by none other than a convicted criminal who is right now in Bangalore jail.
But he's not a convicted person, right? Why
Doesn't
can't you give a
matter.
chance?
The leader was convicted.
Why do you think that Palaniswamy is the right person right now?
See, I'm saying, okay, with the given scenario, I don't think OPS has any background support from any other people. You can say it's been kidnapped or something. I'm using a word, very light word called lobbying. Okay.
MGR does not have any kind of power. MGR came as a single man from the DMK government.
Okay.
And then he created the people power. You took the people support.
Yeah, he might also get it, right? So Palaniswamy also might get it.
OPS will have the same opportunity to go back to the people and then get it. He'll become very famous.
You have to see the statement of Palaniswamy itself. He clearly says, I am going to listen to the instructions of Chinnamma and bring back the Amma legacy.
Why the mafia gang is electing Palaniswamy is because OPS didn't listen to this Sasikala family. That is the main reason. Historic movement happened in Tamil Nadu. Without the support of police or the clear understanding of chief minister, that would have not happened. That is reflecting in other state now, which is a prestigious one for our culture. So now the OPS expressed and demonstrated his matured administration. He went and met the nearby state chief minister to get the water. It is in history. No other chief minister went and did it. He went and humble request and he completed. He proved. That is the reason why Jayalalitha must have selected OPS.
Let's keep the history aside. My straight question to you.
Okay.
Is the government can be ruled by sitting in one person in a jail?
People have selected set of MLAs and that one of that MLA has become a CM. He has no criminal record as per the law.
People are calling the MLAs and asking them to come back to their constituency. I am telling one thing. You said the whole world is listening to this turmoil. Not only this one. Whenever the Jallikattu thing happened in Tamil Nadu by the students, they rejected all the politicians, all the celebrities.
Okay, now the concept is not
No, not on that. From that moment, the world's pointing, they listening to Tamil Nadu. They're going to come out. The youngsters are going to come out and change the entire scenario of Tamil Nadu political situation.
Even the Supreme Court condemned that. It is an orchestrated plot done by the Sasikala and their relatives to cheat Jayalalitha to grab all her assets.
All these things happen in Tamil Nadu right now. Another thing is main point, central government also playing because Tamil Nadu is giving 39 MPs, second biggest state, number of
37.
MPs. So they are also playing dirty games behind the scenes.
It's a note as not absolutely not. Because as a central government, every government will always look for the survival or stability. 39 MPs is absolutely the forthcoming presidential election is coming up. Obviously, the central government is looking for a very strong state. You want to make sure that a particular state, even Jayalalitha is some kind of a pro BJP or pro Modi kind of an activity. She already demonstrated. She may expect that 39 MPs will support the whoever the BJP is going to appoint and nominate as a president. So obviously, as a party, as a central government leaders, they will always look for a stable government and stable MPs who has got a free and fair a mind to choose the important position of the country.
Now we came to end for this program. Okay. Thanks a lot all of you guys for joining us in our program. V6 thanks everybody to all of you, and I wish, especially we wish, Tamil Nadu politics will be blossoming, flourishing very soon with a beautiful activity. V6 USA నుంచి డాలస్ నుంచి ఈ డిబేట్ మీకు తీసుకొస్తుంది. మరో టాపిక్ తో మళ్ళీ కలుద్దాం. Until then, signing off, Hari Krishna from USA for V6.